Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today I'm going to show you how to make English breakfast sausages, cause they're nice. And also it's a promo for this wonderful machine that I've got, and it's meat mincing and sausage stuffing attachment. I'm not biased, but I did do an unboxing and first use the other day, and I love it. It's really, really good. So let's see how we get on mincing some pork and stuffing some sausage skin. There's a bit of prep to do before we actually get the meat out of the freezer where it's chilling. First thing is to rinse the actual sausage casings, and the second thing is to make up seasoning mix. So this is natural hog casing from Master. I use these guys quite a lot, they're really good. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to buy this on Amazon. It's just a small bit, it's 5.5 meters, and they reckon that's enough to do 4 to 5 kilos of meat. Now I probably only got just over 1 kilo for this one, so I won't need to use all of it. Probably just need about 1 meter of it. This casing doesn't need to be soaked, but it does need to be rinsed in cold water to get rid of all the salt that it's packed in. So just thread it over the end of your tap, switch it on, resist the temptation to waste hours and hours playing with it like a kid. And here it is, just sitting in some cold water till we are ready for it. Okay, for the seasoning mix, this will be 2 or 3 times more than we need. So we start off with half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, add 3 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of white pepper, half a teaspoon of mace, a teaspoon of sage, 2 teaspoons of thyme, and a teaspoon of ground ginger. And shake that like a Billy-O. One of these days I'm going to find out what Billy-O is and put a label on it. This is enough for 2¼ kilos of sausage mixture, so I'll weigh what I've got when I've made it and then work it out. Okay, I've got 700 grams of pork shoulder, and this has been in the freezer for about half an hour to chill it. You want everything as cold as you can get it, really. When you're doing sausages and when you're mincing, for hygiene and for ease of operation. Cut it into chunks that will go through the machine. Make sure there's no bones. I've also got some bits of pork fat from some pork belly that was in the fridge. Not enough really, you want about 10% of the weight of the pork as fat, or maybe 20% even. I also want 100 grams of breadcrumbs, coarse breadcrumbs, and the seasoning mix, which I can't work out just yet. So I'm going to put the meat and the fat through the mincer on the biggest, coarsest plate. It's in the freezer. Right, I haven't done this before, so wish me luck. I think, alright, well, get the thing off. Get the scrolly thing. We've got the coarse blade already fitted in there. The feed tray goes on the top. Okay. And we need a bowl to catch the stuff in. Conveniently, with the breadcrumbs already in it. Plug it in, turn it on. Now, to get the last bit of meat out of the machine, just put some bread through it. Okay, now I'll just disassemble it because I want to change that plate and put everything through again. Let's see how it's put together. This is the threaded sort of collar that holds everything in. And this is the mincing plate, which has 2 lugs on the side that locate into grooves in that retaining ring. Well, that's good. Okay, and then we've got the actual cutting blade, and then the scroll. Oh, here's all that compressed bread. I think we'll not use that. So compared to my old dedicated mincer, this is a very short scroll, which means, you know, there's not a lot of space for wasted meat to hang out, which is good. Okay, there's a button here to release it, and then you can twist it off, and it locates with 4 lugs into there. Fabulous. That's I like it. Very nicely engineered, very easy to assemble and disassemble. See, just clicks like that. I shove this in, it locates with all of these grooves. And then I'll put the blade on, and that's got a square hole that sits on a square what's name. Put the medium plate on, and then the retaining ring. Lovely. So all of that can go back through, but first I want to weigh it. Okay, that's 1.9 kilos. Now I know this bowl weighs 1 kilo, so we've got 900 grams. So we can work out how much seasoning to add. I'll call it a kilo because that'll make it easier. So this is enough for 2¼ kilos. So basically I want just under half of that, don't I? See, very accurate. You might hear in the background the sound of rain, torrential rain. It's absolutely chucking it down. Good for the garden though. So, right, mixy. Look at me, Mr. Scientific. I've drawn a line. I need to get the seasoning down to that line. And no more. Slightly mixy. And whack it through again. I forgot to add water. You want 2 or 3 tablespoons. That'll just make it more juicier, and the breadcrumbs will kind of hydrate a bit. And the thing about breadcrumbs in English or British sausages is it's not about cheating, it's not about padding, it's about it absorbs moisture and retains moisture, which makes for a much more delectable sausage. And I'll just bung this through. And I'm not meaning to do a complete comparison with my old mincer, because that wouldn't be fair, but this is a lot quieter. The other one was just insane. Alright, looks good to me, so I'm going to have a clean up and then set it up for stuffing the sausage skins. Okay, let's assemble the sausage making thing. That button is the locking device. And that goes in there. So I'll find the end of the sausage casing, thread it onto the tube, being careful not to rip it. So now just tie a knot in the end and make a hole in it with a cocktail stick or a pin or something. That's just to let the air out as the meat comes through. It turns out I'd missed a component before fitting the tube, so I had to disassemble it, RTFM, and fit the sausage stuffing device. Oh yes. Not mad keen on that, it's not very strong fit. It's always a bit tricky making sausages two-handed, but I've done it before, I can do it again. So as the sausage grows, just kind of coil it on a table. Okay, so I'll tie a knot in this end, make it as regular as you can. It's a bit skinny at this end. We won't worry too much. Then you want to form it into links, so just, well, grab, squeeze, pinch a bit, and twist it. Like that. Squeeze, pinch, and twist it the other way. Because if you twist it the same way, you'll just unravel it. There we go, a load of very nice homemade sausages. And they probably will be bangers because I think I've overstuffed them a bit. So they are likely to explode when I cook them. Now you need to leave them to dry for an hour or two and then you can cook them. Oh yeah, they're looking pretty good, I think. Alright, let's talk about the equipment a bit. This is the Hauswirt HM780 Stand Mixer, available in Europe only, I think. Certainly this model isn't available in North America, so sorry about that, but there are similar models on sale in that market. And I have a 15% discount code for that. I'll put the details in the description below. You need to follow those links for your specific Amazon market. You know, whether it's Germany, France, Italy, whatever. And then this accessory, this attachment, the meat mincer, grinder and sausage stuffer. This cost about £40. I don't have a discount code for it. Sorry about that. You'll have to pay full whack. Hey ho. But then you'll be able to make fantastic sausages and have lots of fun making a mess. Okay, let's get on with breakfast. Good morning. It's the next day. So here's me sausages, and I'm going to cook some for my breakfast. Just these two little ones. They are a little bit overstuffed, so, you know, don't be surprised or upset if they burst. Well, I won't be. Now, the key to cooking sausages is to do them low and slow. So just heat some oil in a frying pan on low heat and add your sausages and let them sizzle gently. Turn them every now and again to make sure you're getting browning all over. And, you know, they might take 15 to 20 minutes, but it's best not to rush them. Also, I'm doing some tomatoes, some bacon, and a fried egg. And some toasted fluffy white bread with butter. Ooh yeah. Okay, I am ready for this. You can really taste the seasoning in the sausage, and it's nice. Alright, you can go now because I need to finish my breakfast. So, yeah, try making your own sausages. Get one of these. It's really good fun, and they're really, well, probably the best sausages you can get. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.